What is good, you absolute legends? It's ATC here, and today I'm stoked. What? Were you expecting a different outfit from the thumbnail?
Sick freak. No.
Anyways, today we're heading down to the creek. We're gonna be doing some bedrock sniping. We're gonna be collecting some dirt from inside the crevices in the bedrock, some stuff around the rocks. I'm gonna show you the tools that I use, and then we're gonna take our Crocs here, ship them into sport mode, and hit the creek. Let's have at her. Alright folks, so before we get started and head out to the creek, I wanted to show you a few of the tools that I'm going to be using. We're going to be using the Abby pump. Obviously you use that to suck dirt out of the crevices in the bedrock, get it into your bucket. We've got our homemade telescopic sniping bottle. Really good for getting in those small areas that the Abby pump might not get down to. We got our crevice tool for getting all that goodness out of the crevices. Our trowel, scooping stuff up obviously. Scuba mask and snorkel. So for all that work that you can't see, that's underneath the water, this will help us get down and get right in there and get all that goodness out of the crevices. Now the most important tool that I like to use when I'm doing this, obviously you have a bucket to collect your dirt, is my classifier. So I want to classify this stuff down. It's a 1/4 inch classifier. And the way I rig my classifier whenever I'm sniping is I put a big weight in it, and I have a rope on there with a washer. So what this does is this bucket can actually sit under the water. You can bring the bucket to wherever you're working instead of walking back and forth. The weight goes in the bottom of the bucket, keeps it down, but it also holds your classifier from floating off. So I can literally put this whole rig underneath the water, shovel and trowel dirt into it, and it's actually got enough movement that I can dump it off, but the weight keeps it from floating away. So you'll see that in use. So without further ado, let's get sniping down at the creek. Alright guys, so here's a perfect example of where the cracks in bedrock hold dirt. You can see this has some really dense clay in it, and how I know there's clay in there is from all the weeds growing up from out of that clay. This is a beautiful spot. I'll show you the whole thing in a minute, but this is the kind of stuff that we're after. We're after the dirt that's in these cracks, and this is a fairly large spot, and there's going to be a lot of them. Can't wait to get after it. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are. Beautiful, beautiful spot in the creek. It is a super hot day. I can't wait to get in the water. We're going to go through here with the Yabby pump with the trowel and to classify our dirt. We're not looking for nuggets per se because there's no real nuggets in my area. But what we are going to do is look for that great clay and that black sand and get all that stuff into our classifier and bring some dirt home, see if we can find any gold. Let's have at it.
Chair.
Well, that was a blast, guys. So we've actually been out here for quite a while. Got lots of crevices cleaned, cracks done with, and our bucket is full. So I'm gonna head back up, get that bucket in the truck. Let's go home, hit the sluice, see how we did. So here we are. It's the next day, chilled out when I got home. It's quite a drive to that spot from my house. It's actually at my camp, which is almost 2 hours away. So all that playing in the water, chilling out, relaxing, great day. Came home, had a barbecue, a few adult beverages. So this morning, we're gonna set the sluice up and we're gonna run that dirt and then we're gonna pan it down and let's see if we got any gold. Alright folks, we're all set up. We got our Gold Hog Mini Stream sluice, Flower Gold Wizard Smooth Water 6 sluice head, our lithium ion phosphate battery. Let's get them humming. Gonna add a bit of dish soap so our fine gold doesn't float away. Those who watch the channel know I like to put a lot of dish soap. Let that run for a few seconds. It's looking really good. Clean out some of these bubbles. No big deal though. This head is really, really smooth. Anyways, I'm gonna start feeding this thing. When I'm done, we're gonna head down to the basement to the panning station with our the contents of our sluice mat and pan it out and see how much gold we got.
All right, so we're down at the panning station. We've got our oil change pan as always. I don't remember if I added jet dry to the water or not in this one, so we're gonna add a bit more just to be sure. Now, I emptied my sluice mat into my large pan, and then I pan it down into the nitty grits so that I could finish it down here in my finishing pan. Now, big regrets. So I didn't bother filming that because the reason is I don't have nuggets in my area. And lo and behold, we found a massive, massive nugget. So that's the good news. The bad news is it's not gold, but check this thing out. That is a nugget of pyrite. So that must have been around the rocks where I was digging. I have been finding lots of pyrite this year, more so than usual. But that is the biggest piece of pyrite I've definitely ever found. So we're going to put that aside, and we'll take a look at that under the microscope. But really, really, really cool. Wish it was gold, but hey, it's still very neat. Anyways, that being said, let's get this down. Got our snuffer bottle, and we're going to get all the gold out of here. Get everything good and wet and stratified. Yeah, that nugget flashed in the pan and I panicked for a second, but I mean, still really awesome. But at the end of the day, we're not after pyrite here. Take some of these big chunks out of there. I probably should have classified this stuff. But you can see all the pyrite floating in the pan too. Some pyrite there, there. Lots of it. But finding a big clump like that's pretty dang cool. And we are starting to see a little bit of gold right there. Some nice flakes actually. So I want to make short work of this. So I got other stuff to do today. So we're going to suck it up as we see it. And then we'll do a secondary cleanup after the snuffer dump. I always find that makes things a lot easier. But yeah, cool to find that pyrite. I am kind of rushing things a little bit here, so I will slow her down. A little too much coffee this morning, if there's such a thing as too much coffee. Nice thing about getting in the water, I slept like a baby last night. but I did go to bed a little bit late, so. Like I said, I probably could have classified. There's a nice nice garnet there as well. Cool. We will bring this back up and pan it a second time so we don't lose anything. But yeah, some really nice flakes in here. The only bad thing about this bedrock crevassing is really where I'm at. That stretch that you guys saw on the camera, that's the only stretch of bedrock that I have on my property, so I really only get to do this once or twice a year until the area is cleaned out, and then I have to wait till the next year for it to replenish. So big chunks of pyrite in here. Look at that. Pyrite City. Nice gold coming out though. Again, just grabbing it as I see it, kind of, rather than waiting. Could pan this down and make it all fancy. I will probably get rid of some of this stuff, actually. Wash some of it out the back of the pan. There we go. There. This will give us a lot less material to deal with when we're finding those last few pieces that are hanging on. I can't believe, though, I mean, other than that big nugget, I can't believe the amount of pyrite I'm finding this year. Just look at it all shining in the pan. It can make it a bit of a pain to separate. Some more gold there. There and there. Come on, you. This guy's being stubborn. I do rerun all of my tailings anyway, so especially the stuff in this pan, that gets rerun through a cleanup sluice to make sure that I'm not losing anything at all. Be a little gentle here with some of these black sands. Get it down to just gold, then we can wash it out the back. There we go, some nice flakes in there. Not sure how much you guys are picking up on the camera, but there we go. One that made it down, so we'll wash this stuff off the back. Get this snuffer dumped. Very nice. I thought that was a big picker. It's just a couple pieces that stuck together. Big flakes, but as usual for my area, very, very thin flakes. Fortunately, no nuggets where I am at. Get that up at the top so you guys can see a nice smile. And there you go. There's our smile of gold. Let's get this dried up And you know what? I think there might be enough there to get a weight. So we'll get this dried up and we'll get it weighed in. Okay, so it's weigh-in time. Make sure everything's set to 0. We are good. Not expecting a huge weigh-in, but I think we definitely got weighable gold, which is nice. So nice bits, nothing that really stands out. No pickers, no wire gold, anything like that, but still a great time. Playing around in the water is always fun. Turns me into a great big kid, which I am 90% of the time anyways. All right, so there we go. I believe that, one flake hanging on for dear life. Nice try. 0.16 grams. Not too shabby. I'll take it.
All right, so there we go. Always nice when nature sluices and concentrates the dirt for you in those bedrock cracks. So not a big, huge take, but it was a great day. It was super hot, fun to get in the water. I want to thank all of you for coming along on my little adventure. Cheers, thanks for watching, and we're going to catch you guys on the next one.